can leverage those skills and appear in those interviews and crack those interviews. Okay, and they obviously you need some good projects around that. Okay, so yeah, before starting, just wanted to let you know. So this particular masterclass is sort of a, you can say, sort of a demo class. Okay, or sort of a starter class, okay, for a particular program which is being conducted by Coding Ninja. So Coding Ninja is having a 6 months live certification program, and that is actually a program in which you can say you will be learning a lot of things regarding AI, like learning from how to write a prompt, what are RAGs, creating our own LLM applications, like creating our own LLM projects. You will be building a lot of projects. So it will be sort of a 6 month program where the classes would be on Saturday and Sunday. Okay, approximately like around 3 hours on the weekend. So, and yeah, like you will get a sort of a certification for this program. So yeah, like if you're interested for this particular program, I'm sharing you a form link before just starting. Okay, with everyone. Okay, so I've shared one form link with all of you. So if you're interested in this program, in the 6 months live certification program, which is in which you'll be learning about, obviously, very important thing, you'll be learning also about agentic AI and how to build multi-agent systems in that, right? In this particular program. So yeah, there's a lot of things to learn in this program. So I've just, you can say, put a form in the chat, okay, which you can fill. And this is just a form just to show your interest, okay, that you are interested in this particular program. And let's say you fill the form, you will get a call back from the Coding Ninja team maybe by tomorrow or the next week. Okay, and you can get in touch with them, ask about, okay, what are the proper roadmap, what are the proper topics you will be taught, and how that program can help you. You can have a discussion with them, and if you feel, okay, if this program suits you, it's perfect for you, then you can go ahead. Otherwise, it's fine. So this is just an interest form you can fill out so that Coding Ninja team can reach out to you, clarify your doubts, and all the things you want to ask regarding the program. You can do that while filling the form. Okay. So yeah, that's a bit about this particular program. So like I've sent the form link in the chat. I hope everyone can access the form, so you can fill the form. And yeah, like just before starting, I want to let you I wanted to get to know like about you guys as well. Are you guys currently working somewhere, or are you guys in college specifically? So can you please type in the chat so that I can get an idea? It would be great that if you can, okay. Maybe you can add some sort of a work X or at what role you are working on. That would be also great. Okay, I can see, okay, freshers, Python developer, working as a QA engineer. Okay. Okay, I see. Okay, I got a lot of replies. So I can see that, yeah, there are folks who are freshers. There are folks who are actually currently working as an engineer as well somewhere, either in Gen AI or in front end, back end, full stack. Great. Or as a QA engineer. Great. So yeah, it's a mix of audience, but yeah, we'll discuss majorly about the projects that you can pick up and start building, right? So, and we'll discuss all those things. So yeah, like first of all, let's see like why these projects are important. Okay, what's the so maybe I'll share my screen and let's scribble something and get some idea around it. Okay. Okay, I hope you can see my screen now. Yep. So yeah, like just wanted because let's see like why projects are important. Okay, like because first of all, see in your resume you have, first of all, let's say you have a resume. Okay, so what all things are first of all which matters the most? Let's see. The very first thing is your work experience. Okay, and the next are the projects. Okay. So first of all, these two things are the very important part of your resume. Okay, if you have not added this part, then your resume is of like basically no use, because this will only tell the recruiter, okay, that you have done something in at least in this particular computer science domain, right? So let's say for the folks who specifically who are freshers, or in college, for them this is the most important part, that you need to build good projects, okay, and specifically who have, let's say, work experience as well. So for them, they don't need to add too many projects in their resume. Maybe people who would be having work experience, maybe they can add around maybe like 2 projects, and the people who are actually freshers or in final year, so they need to add at least like 3 to 4 good projects in their resume to get the to tell the recruiter or the wherever they're applying, okay, so that they can know, okay, that you are worthy and you have done something great in at least not in a work experience, even then, like so you have done something in your project, something like that. Yeah. So that's why projects are important. And like ideally what I have seen, like I have scanned through a lot of resumes, like I've scanned like maybe I went through a lot of, like I've reviewed a lot of resumes, maybe like I've easily went through more than like 500 plus resumes. And I'm saying like obviously not in a year, but like maybe like in a span of multiple years, I have went through easily like 500 plus resumes. And so what I have seen is that in most of the resumes, the projects the people have built are very basic. Okay, either it is very basic or it is using, let's say, very old technology. Okay, or something it is you can say it is using either old technology or something which is you can say which can be seen everywhere, like which you can see that, okay, like this particular project can be seen, if I pick maybe like 100 resumes, so maybe like out of 80% of the resumes, every of the resume will be having the same project. Okay, so what I have seen is that many people add something like, okay, sorting visualizer, okay, something like sorting visualizer. Many people add some clone website. They maybe create something like Amazon clone, Netflix clone, something like that, Instagram clone, and like basically put it as a projects, right? Something like that. And like basically, or some people create very basic projects. So see, guys, that time has gone, I would say, like where you would be needing these basic projects. Now you need something concrete in your resume, right? So that's how you will be able to get shortlisted. Otherwise, there is no other way. Okay. So yeah, like so let's talk about what projects you can build. Okay, now like I hope you have got the idea that why I'm saying, okay, that the projects are actually important. So just give me, yeah, cool. So I hope everyone has got the idea, right? That why the projects are important. Okay, and guys, if you have any doubt, please put it in the chat. I'll try to answer as soon as possible. Okay. So yeah, let's start with the projects. Okay, so the very first project which I can think, a very basic project, okay, which you can build, let's say. Okay, so and obviously you can note it down, like what are the ideas I'm telling about. Okay, so the very first project you can build is your resume to let's say portfolio generator. Okay, so what is this project about? So this is the very first project which I am talking about, which is like a resume to portfolio generator. Okay, so and even like maybe you can't even, I think if you use AI over here, maybe it will be better, and you can even do this project without AI as well. If you use AI, it can be like made it to a very better scale and a very better you can say UI. Okay, so obviously I would suggest use AI in this particular thing. Okay, so you can create a sort of an AI tool. Okay, which what it does, it takes the resume as the input. Okay, and then it outputs the portfolio. Okay, now basically, let's say if I put in the resume, it will generate a portfolio website for you, and how you can expand it to, let's say, multiple features. So maybe you can ask the customer about or the user about the, let's say, the color themes. Okay, maybe like tell me the color themes, what do you want to use. Maybe just tell me a bit of the idea, like maybe just tell me, okay, that they wanted something like more on an abstract website, they want some more sort of a graphical website, something like that. You can just ask the user to put a prompt. Okay, maybe like how they want to describe their website, something like you can ask them a prompt, you can ask them to upload a resume. And what you can do is you can do one more thing, that let's say you get this resume, you generate a portfolio. Okay, and one way is that either you like tell them to, okay, that you can download these portfolio files. Okay, you can download these portfolio files. Okay, like basically obviously it will be like JS, CSS, HTML, whatever. Okay, so you can download this particular files and you can maybe host it on your own. Or other way is that you can provide them a custom domain. Okay, you can maybe provide them a custom domain. Maybe you can add some sort of a charging over here, like okay, that I'm providing a custom domain. I will take maybe like somewhere like maybe like monthly, maybe like 200, 300, something like whatever. Okay, rupees. Okay, and I'll give you the domain, something like that. Okay, so what you can do is maybe you can have this sort of a mechanism where you are buying these domains, finding this domain, something like that. You are doing that. Okay, so this is a sort of a tool which you can build, and obviously you can even earn money out of it, like just saying that okay, that you can use this custom domain thing, you can make it premium, something like that, you can make it paid, where you are generating much more better UIs, something like that. Okay, so this is one of the tool which you can build, and this is a very nice thing to put even in your resume. And let's say even in your resume you can tell that the portfolio website which I have generated using my tool, and you can tell maybe a scale of users, maybe like my this particular tool has been used maybe like by 200 plus people around it. Okay, so this is a really nice thing which I think you can do it, right? So one, the project is resume to portfolio generator. Okay, so any doubts in this? Any doubts in this? So this was a like a very simple and a very easy to go project which you can build. And yes, you can try to improve its functionality. Okay, like maybe like you can give the user access to maybe like edit some sort of a tool, something like that you can do. Okay, so this is one of the project which I can think, okay, that yes, you can build this particular project. Okay. Okay, any doubts here? Any doubts here you have, guys? Okay, great. Okay, I can see there are no doubts. Okay, cool. So I hope this part is clear to everyone. Sorry, my bad. Okay, let's move on to the next particular project topic which we can talk about. So which is, and this is, these are very simple and nice project topic. So this is like basically what you can do is let's say, so on the same lines, I'm telling you. So let's say you are doing one thing like resume to portfolio. Okay, now what you can do is you can ask the user, okay, that it will do a resume analysis on the basis of the job description. Okay, so basically resume analysis with JD, okay, with job description. Okay, so what the thing here is that what you can do is that yes, you have a resume. You ask the user, okay, provide me the resume. Provide me maybe like a job ID link, okay, or maybe something like, okay, just the user is putting the description of the job here. It is putting the description of the job, and then what you are doing is you're trying your resume to basically sort of you can say you are using AI to analyze these resumes. Okay, and then providing the sort of a score. Okay, maybe like some relevant score. Okay, that if whether this JD is much more relevant for you or not. Okay, this thing you can do. Okay, or maybe like some other thing is that what you can do is what I can think of is that maybe I would suggest a better. So this is one of the very basic thing. What you can do is, and what you can do is that you can maybe like ask for a company for which the company is, let's say for which the user is interested. Okay, let's say the user is interested on let's say maybe like something like Google. Okay, and let's say the user is providing you the, let's say, the Google careers page. Okay, and now what you do, you maybe like scrape some sort of Google jobs if it's possible, or yeah, like maybe use some sort of tools here. Okay, scrape some jobs and then provide the best suitable jobs according to the resume to the particular user. Okay, or maybe I would say this is a bigger scope. Maybe you can avoid this for now, and you can start with this like resume with a JD analysis, and then provide a sort of a score which tells you, okay, that whether this particular job ID is whether this particular job would be best for a resume or not, so that you can get your chances of score will tell you, okay, that what are the relevancy chances, what are the how much your resume is similar to the JD, and let's say how much you can say is yeah, how much it is relevant to the JD, and maybe like how much selection percentage you can tell, something like that over here. So yeah, this is one of the project, and you can just or like maybe increase the scope of the project. It's like it's a non-ending thing you can do. Okay, so you can just increase the scope. Like let's say you are doing a resume JD. Maybe what you can do is you can generate a sort of a ATS with the AI. Okay, so maybe like ATS AI in that particular tool. Okay, where the customer is the user is putting the resume, and maybe you're telling, okay, that this is how much ATS friendly, and now you can do this with the AI, right? Now you can do this with the AI very easy. Just the thing is that you need to build a UI, and you can just need to integrate any of your AI applications API, and like either this is GPT, either it is Gemini, Claude, or whatever. You just need to like integrate their API, and you are good to go, right? So maybe like you can just show something like, okay, what's the ATS score currently, right? So this is one particular thing. Okay, I hope it is clear. I hope it is clear. So yes, this particular domain has a lot more options that you can do. So this is like one I told, okay, that resume analysis with JD, and the other was like resume to portfolio generator, right? And maybe you can club this project in a single project, and it will be a much more bigger and a better project which you can showcase in your resume. So are these two projects clear to everyone? Because I'll be coming to a bit more complex projects later. Are these two ideas clear to everyone? Is it clear? Great, great, great. Okay, that sounds good. Wait, what I will do. Okay, I'll just go here. Cool, cool, cool. Now let's come to the next particular part of the project. Okay, now come to the next particular part. Okay, so what I have, so this is also a very like this is sort of idea which I thought of like initially. Okay, but I didn't get time to you can say build this. But it's a really nice thing which I would suggest you. Okay, which you can build. Okay, so what you can do is so you know that currently we as a user, let's say if you are staying in Bangalore currently. Okay, so you are actually transacting with multiple e-commerce websites, multiple quick commerce websites, or maybe you are doing shopping somewhere else on different websites. Okay, but the thing is that you are not able to track those analysis. Okay, you are not able to track your spends, whatever you have spent. So what you can do is you can build something like AI spend analysis tool. Okay, so maybe you can build this AI spend analysis tool. Okay, and what this tool will actually do, okay, this will actually track your expenses first of all, because then only you can do the analysis. Now the thing is how you would track the expenses. Okay, so one way is, okay, either you track it via SMS or you track it via email. Okay, so I would say SMS would not be a good option here, because recognizing something from SMS would be a bit difficult. Okay, because the source of the SMS keeps on changing, so you need to know. Okay, and you need to use some sort of you can say you need to even use AI, like yeah, you can use actually a bit of AI to recognize, okay, like what's the SMS is about. Okay, so maybe like it belongs to somewhere like maybe like food category, or maybe it belongs to something like shopping category. Okay, or maybe it belongs to around like maybe like medical category. Okay, so you can even distribute different categories over it, and maybe like increase more and categorize those SMSs in the food or shopping or medical and all those things. And you can do it by email as well. Okay, because let's say everything you do, let's say via you do a payment, you do a shopping, or you purchase something, you get some mails from, let's say, Swiggy. Okay, you get mails from Zomato. Okay, you get mail from, let's say, Nika, or let's say Myntra. Okay, so you get these mails, right? You get these mails. So what you can do is you can get the excess of your mail. I guess you can easily get that. Even I guess Cred does it, like to track your credit card expenses. Okay, so this thing can be done. And so basically how you would do is that you will track these expenses, and then you can maybe like categorize expenses to, let's say, these are of food. Okay, these are maybe like clothes, something like that, clothes slash shopping, whatever. Okay, something like that. Or maybe like you can have it on a single website as well. Okay, that you know that this is particularly a domain for a Swiggy. This particular email belongs to Swiggy, so you can categorize it to Swiggy and all those things. You can collect this data. Okay, and then maybe you can do some sort of a plotting on a let's say on a monthly basis. Okay, because ideally how budgeting is done, it's done on a sort of monthly basis. So you can aggregate this data on a monthly basis. Okay, like obviously maybe you can run a scan on your email or on an SMS, or maybe however you want to do that, you can plan it. Okay, so you can aggregate this data on a monthly basis and then show the user on with the graphical view and all those things, that how your expenditure is increasing and decreasing. And maybe you can provide some suggestions with the help of AI. Okay, that you can use the AI, you can write a good prompt here just to tell some recommendations. Okay, that where you should reduce your expenditure. Okay, that maybe like you can just tell, okay, this particular expenditure shooted up by a 2x from previous month, something like that you can do. Okay, so yeah, this is one of the tool which I think will be actually really helpful even for you guys as well, or even in the resume. AI spend analysis tool. Okay, so and yeah, you can build an app around that, or a website, whatever is fine for you, in which you are perfectly okay. You can build that. You can use that particular tech, and yeah, build the website around that. So this is a bit about the AI expenditure analysis tool. Okay, so I hope this part is clear to everyone. Okay, so any doubts till now? Any doubts till now? And yeah, like guys, for the folks who have joined late, I just share the message for the form again in the chat. Okay, so you guys can fill the form if you are interested for the program, for the 6 months program that we have by Coding Ninjas, and you can enroll in that particular program. So this particular form which I sent you is just the interest form, and you will be contacted by the Coding Ninjas team. You can have your doubts clarified about the program. You can get the idea like what this program is about, and then if you feel okay that this program is meant for you, you can go ahead. So yeah, so this particular form is just sort of showing the interest form. Okay, that yeah, you are interested in this program and you want to get more info around the program. Yeah. So I've shared it in the chat because many people have joined a bit late. They might have missed this particular form. Okay, great. Cool. Okay, I see there are no other doubts in the chat. Okay. So a very important thing, guys, here is like whatever the projects I've talked about till now. Okay. So I don't want you to obviously host your own model and do all those things. Okay. So you can just use sort of a API, because right now you are not scaling to, let's say, maybe like 1,000 or 2,000 plus users. Maybe you are building this tool for your own, and later on when you plan to scale, then you can think of that. But yeah, right now maybe you can use these free APIs if they have any of the Chat GPT, Gemini, Claude, or Perplexity, or any other thing. Okay, and you can build these tools. Okay, like, and yeah, the thing is that you need to make sure that wherever you are using the AI, you are writing a very nice and a very clean and a very good prompt. Okay, because you are just using the AI API. So the only thing which you are providing to the AI, on which the AI is giving you the response, is the prompt here, right? So you need to make sure that whatever prompt you are writing is quite good, is quite clean, structured, and it doesn't contain something like maybe like something ambiguous, something which can give the response in a wrong direction, which can provide the response in the wrong direction. Okay, so writing prompt is also a very important skill, and like basically right now, if you see, there are a lot of companies which are actually having a sort of a round called AI coding round in their like during their hiring process. Okay, so in that particular round, what you need to do is, so let's say you have got a round, and they'll tell you, okay, that you need to build this particular project. Okay, they'll give you a very small project, a small bit of the idea of the project, and you need to build around that, and you need to use AI. You're free to use AI, and you can, and over there you need to learn how you are writing prompts in a better way in the what I say in the AI tool, so that it is helping you to create your, it's 9 o'clock. It is helping you to create your tool in a better way. Okay. So yeah, even in the companies right now, a lot of AI coding rounds have started. Okay. Not specifically for the DSA, but basically for some sort of maybe like LLD sort of stuff, or maybe like they want you to create a very small website for a niche use case. Okay, so they are asking people, okay, that use AI and help me to build that particular platform. Okay, so make sure that because I think many of you are looking for a job switch or are a fresher, they're finding a job. So yeah, be ready for this particular thing. Okay, be ready for this. Okay. Any doubts, guys? Any doubts you have till now? Any doubts? Please put in the chat if you have any doubts. Yeah, if you want to ask something like regarding AI or regarding hiring or like whatever you have, you can put it in the chat. I'll try to answer that. Okay. 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 I see there are no doubts. Okay. Okay. Someone saying placement guaranteed or assisted. Okay, you're talking about in this particular program. Okay. I think I'm not sure about that. I think it's sort of a placement assistance, what I can assume is in this particular program. But yeah, you can fill the form and you will be contacted by the coding team, and over there you can clarify all your doubts. Okay, someone is saying, is DSA a necessity for cracking a job as a fresher off campus? So the answer to this is absolutely yes. It is a necessity. Okay, it is very, very, very important. Okay, without DSA, I don't think they maybe like there would be very less companies, very less companies which might not ask DSA, which will just maybe like get your skills regarding your projects, regarding your domain on which you are working on. If you are good enough, they can hire you. But those companies are very less, because majority of the companies, maybe like 95% of the companies ask DSA. Okay, for a fresher. And yeah, DSA is asked at almost like all the level. If you are a middle level software engineer, if you are a senior level software engineer, DSA will be asked. Okay, only the number of rounds might get reduced. Okay, you if you go to the senior level, the number of system design rounds might get increased, but DSA will still be asked, and it will be one of the important round for your selection in that particular company in which you are applying. So, yep, DSA is very, very important, and this is for everyone. Okay, any other doubts, guys? You have any other doubts? I can try to yeah, before moving on to the next projects, what I planned, yeah. Okay, great. I think there are no other doubts, so maybe let's move on to the next particular project which I have. Okay, so yep. So yeah, the next projects that I have is building some sort of workflows. Okay, building some sort of workflows. Okay, and these workflows, what I'm talking is about, maybe like you might have used something like N8N or Zapier. Okay, so maybe you might have heard about this. So these particular tools help us. These particular tools actually helps us to create a sort of a automated workflows. Okay, and what are these workflows? Basically, like let's say you want a workflow to maybe like it will help you to, maybe like it will just publish a LinkedIn article per day. Maybe like publish a LinkedIn uh, post per day. So let's say you want a workflow for this. Okay, how you will do that? Okay, so obviously one way is okay that you can use these tools to build your workflow, and these can help you to build the tools in a very easy manner. But if you're adding it in your project section, I would suggest that you write your code on your own. Okay, you write this code on your own. Okay, and let's say what this particular project will do. If I give you an example, let's say your project will first of all explore the popular topics. Explore popular topics first of all. Okay, what are going on in the market. Then maybe like choose one topic, and then what you can do is you can then maybe like invoke the AI API. Okay, invoke the AI API in order to create the sort of a you can say article or a post for that particular topic. Okay, and then the thing is that if you have done this, then what you can do is you can then try to post this on a LinkedIn in an automated way. Post on LinkedIn. Okay, so you can try to create this small sort of tool which does this particular thing, and yeah, that's a really nice tool to build, and maybe you'll get the idea. Obviously you can use these tools, but these tools will be providing you a lot of things which are already created. So I would not suggest for initially that thing for you, because I want you guys to build something from scratch. This is a better way. And yeah, maybe later on to create much more better workflows, enhance your workflows, creating a new workflows, you can use these tools. And even like now, ChatGPT has launched this something like Agent App Kit, something like that, in which you can do these, set up this workflow, do these integrations, and all those things. You can do that. Okay. So maybe like you can create some other workflow as well. So maybe one particular example is that one particular workflow you can create, let's say for an HR recruiter, HR recruiter. So what you can do is maybe you can create a workflow for them. So ideally, how the workflow will basically work. Let's say you can say you have to do one thing, that okay, that you have a number of openings, and you need to make sure that you are posting about the openings on a regular basis, let's say on a daily basis. So you can create a set of workflow which will take care, okay, that this particular posting is being fed regularly on the LinkedIn, and the people who are commenting, maybe you can get their profile. Okay, maybe you can get the profile and rank their profile according to according to the JD or the opening what we have, and yeah, something like that. You can do that. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, you can build some sort of a HR tool, and what this HR tool will do is it will actually, let's say, the HR is, let's say, providing let's say Google Sheets, in which, let's say, there are five openings. Okay, so what your workflow will do, your workflow will consume this sheet. Okay, and maybe like it will just like try to post on a LinkedIn. Okay, it will post on LinkedIn, let's say. Okay, and let's say the people who are, let's say, replying on the post. Okay, let's say they're like typing maybe like interested, or maybe they are writing their emails, all those things. So what you can do is then you can have some sort of a AI tool here, which is actually analyzing the people's profile with the job description you have. Okay, so basically, you know that like your LinkedIn profile is actually actually a resume only, right? You have mentioned your education, you have mentioned your projects, you have mentioned which company you are currently, or in which company you have worked, and LinkedIn is a sort of a resume, right? It's correct, right? It's sort of a resume. So that's why it's very, very important. Okay, that you are actually scanning those profiles, what the user, what the people have commented on the LinkedIn, and then consuming that particular thing, right? So, and then depending on that, you can let's say maybe shortlist few candidates which you think okay are eligible, and then send some sort of a OA link, okay, some sort of a mail, okay, to continue for the process further. So you can create these tools in an automated way, either using AI, or you can try to see where you can leverage AI on your own. Okay. So I hope it is clear. Okay. Great. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Okay, great. I think I can see one question. Okay, like building RAG agents with LangChain and LangGraph and LangSmith. I guess LangChain is a sort of framework, or I think it's some sort of a library which helps you to create RAG agents. I'm assuming that maybe like LangGraphs and LangSmith are similar to LangChains. So I know a bit about LangChain because it's sort of a library which can help you. Maybe let's check. I'm not sure like what is LangSmith. I'm hearing it for the first time. Okay, let's see what it does. LangChain, I think everyone know, like many other people would be knowing, right? How LangChain and what is LangSmith you're saying. Okay, LangSmith is actually a thing with LangChain only, and basically it tells you what your agents are really doing. So basically, it will provide some sort of observability. Okay, and the next thing you told about the Lang graph. So I think these are all part of LangChain only. Balance agent control, gain control with LangGraph to design agents that reliably handle complex tasks. Okay, the way it is built for something complex. Okay, but yeah, LangChain is really a good tool in which you can learn. Okay, because like it's sort of a basically a framework to build. You can say LLM applications. Okay, and yeah, I think they have their even repository open source on GitHub. I guess yeah, LangChain, the platform for reliable agents. Yeah. So I think over here they have given it what you were asking for the difference. Maybe you can check this. Wait, I'll send you the link. Okay, great. So now let's go to the next part. The last project which I was talking about is the prompt optimizer. Let's see what it does. Okay, let's see. Great. Now that project I'm talking about is your prompt optimizer. Can anyone tell me like what do you think you get the idea like what this project is about? What's your take and what's your assumption? What do you think this particular project is? You can type in the chat. If I'm talking about a prompt optimizer, like what it is trying to do and why it is trying to do. Okay, I'm trying to get the idea from you guys. Maybe someone of you might be knowing about this. Any guys, any idea? Really? Okay, I think okay, no one has the idea around that. Okay, so the project which I'm talking about is the structuring bound in a clean and a well put manner. Okay. So yeah, like what is the prompt optimizer? Let's see. Okay, so prompt optimization means that you are, let's say, maybe your prompt was of, let's say, initially of, let's say, like 500 words, and you did some prompt optimization and you converted these 500 words into 300 words. Okay, so obviously, if you have a model, okay, if you have a model or a LLM, okay, or a LLM, okay, in this particular scenario, okay, which of the prompt is better? Okay, so obviously, the thing is that the more detailed the prompt is, the more better the results. First of all, so that's one thing. But the thing is that since if you have seen the pricing of the APIs, right? If you have seen the pricing of the AI APIs, either on OpenAI or on Gemini or in Claude or in Perplexity, you will see the pricing is per token based. Okay, so it will be like some dollars, maybe like per 100k tokens, per 200k tokens. It is per token based. Okay, now what this per token based means basically, you can in a very easy way very easy way and a very simple way, you can tell maybe like one word equals to one token. Okay. So just I'm telling you in a very easy way just to help you understand. So obviously, the more bigger the prompt, first of all, the more the cost of your AI is. Okay, and the more you can say the cost of your AI is, you are leveraging AI, so you are writing a bigger prompt, so it will take time to read, time to process, so your latency will also increase. Okay, so obviously your particular what like basically you are writing a prompt. Okay, so the more the number of words, the more the time it will take, and the more the cost of the AI. So that's where the prompt optimizer comes. And what it does, it tries to reduce the prompt to a particular size. Okay, and see, the thing is that it's not like I've chosen this 300 word randomly. Okay, that it will just reduce the size on 500, 300, or something like that. So whatever the size you are dropping to, okay, you need to check, okay, that if you have reduced the prompt to this particular scenario, okay, what is the effect on the model output? Okay, because now if you reduced you can say prompt from 500 words to 300 words, you know that you might have been missing some context. Okay, so that's why you need to check, okay, that what is the effect on the model output. Okay, you need to calculate, okay, like what are the metrics of the model. Okay, with the help of you can say the reduced prompt size, which is what is the metric. And if you think, okay, that with the help of reduced prompt, even the metrics of the model are not that much degrading. Okay, maybe you can go ahead with that. So that will be your more optimized prompt, and over there you will save a lot more on the cost, a lot more on the latency side as well, right? So this particular thing is called prompt optimizer. I hope anyone has any doubt in this prompt optimizer thing. Okay, I see there are no doubts. Okay, I hope it is clear to everyone. So guys, if you have any doubts, please mention in the chat. I'll try to answer that. Okay, maybe I can tell you like how you will build this prompt optimizer. Okay, so let's say you have a model, let's say M. Okay, and let's say you have a prompt called P. Okay, let's say P1. Okay, now you are every time you're sending this prompt to this particular model. Okay, but it is taking too much of time, too much of latency. So now what you do, you create a P2 prompt of lesser size and then you evaluate on this. So what you can do is, it's very simple. You can obviously first of all like host a model, and then you can use the prompt maybe like P1 and get the results on the test data. Okay, and then you can easily evaluate for that particular model, right? Similarly, let's say if you are using P2, you need to do with the same particular thing, and then you need to evaluate the results between the P1 and the P2, which you think is good enough. Okay, whether like if I'm let's say P1 is much more accurate than P2, or let's say it is like maybe like 99% accuracy, and let's say it is 96% accuracy. So over here, if we get this metric, we need to track it with, let's say we need to like basically, let's say we get this metrics and we have to get the idea which prompt is better. So P1 and P2, what I was telling, okay, P1 and P2 99 and 96%, what I was trying to tell. Okay, let's say the metrics, the accuracy I was trying to tell, okay, if it is 99%, if it is 96%, okay, and let's say but the P2 maybe like it is taking less latency, okay, and latency and cost are better in this. So you can decide, okay, what trade-off you need to do, okay, what you need to do actually, so you can decide that. Okay, so yeah, I hope this part is clear about the prompt optimizer. So this is actually a really nice project which you can build. Okay, and maybe more tougher than the projects which I've talked about that earlier. Okay, like this HR tool or workflows or AI spend analysis tool, resume analysis with JD or resume to portfolio generator. So the prompt optimizer might be a difficult tool than these, but yeah, it will be really interesting if you put this in a resume. Okay, maybe you can do more research on this particular thing and get the idea. Okay. So any doubts you have, guys? Any doubts till now? Okay, great. If there are no doubts, so yeah, like one thing I want to tell you that okay, that first of all, you, I hope that all of you might be using like AI in your day-to-day work, right? Many of you who would have started with coding with Cursor or different IDEs which integrates AI. You must have seen, okay, that why AI is helping you. And even a lot of companies these days, like specifically like in majority of the companies, I would say, you would see some sort of tools which are doing the automated code reviews via LLM or via AI. Okay, so yeah, that's one thing that yes, AI is not just, it's not only about writing prompt. I know that prompting is very important part of the AI, because if you want to write if you're not writing a better prompt, you will not get a better response. So prompting is one of the, writing prompt is one of the skill for the AI, but you need to also learn AI, learn how to leverage AI, how to build products around that, how to build applications around that. Okay, something like that you need to have an idea about, because that is what currently is very much in demand these days. Okay, so maybe like you have seen, like earlier blockchain was in a lot of demand. Now this AI demand has a lot of increase, and you will see a lot of startups which are actually leveraging AI to build their products. Right, they have the products on some AI based tools, something like that. Okay, so yeah, that's one thing. So that's what I was saying, that yes, this AI is important. So as I talked about the program, which is a 6 months program, so it is, yeah, the program is will be happening on Saturday and Sunday. Okay, it will be a lot like a full 6 months program in which you'll be learning a lot more things. This was just a trial, I would say, a very basic thing which I talked about. But in the program, you will be learning like a hell lot of things regarding AI, which will actually help you to become a better engineer, because you will be knowing about the AI, or maybe you can explore the AI field after that as well. Okay, so that's what this particular form is about. So you can explore the program and all those things. So yeah, over here it is mentioned, okay, that you will be building like 10 plus Gen AI projects. That is crazy. It is good. So yeah, that's what I'm telling you, that yeah, you can try to fill out the form, ask them, okay, what this program is about, and you can have further discussions. So yeah, that's it majorly from my side. So what I'll do is I'll just hand it over to the host of the meeting. So he'll just give you a bit of the idea about the program, and then from yeah, so that just to get you know what's the bit of the program. Okay.
Okay, so first of all, thank you so much for such an insightful and informative session taken. Now, before winding up the session, I'll just be giving you an overview of what we are actually providing, being the part of this program by Coding Ninjas. So, if we talk about some highlights of this program, so this will be a 6 months live program wherein once upon enrollment, you will be getting a welcome kit through us, which will be having a letter, T-shirt, zipper kind of things. You will have your orientation done from IIT Mandi, and you'll be getting some guest lectures that too from IIT Mandi itself. Once upon successful completion of the program, you will have a 1 day campus immersion for certification ceremony, 10 plus GenAI projects to work upon your skill sets, to practically implement, to sharpen your skill sets, whatever you have learned being the part of this program. 24 by 7 AI support so that you can clear all the doubts and queries, whatever you have then and there in the portal itself. So you'll not have to wait for another live class, another mentor to be available to join in and help with the doubts. With the help of 24 by 7 AI support, you'll be able to clear all the doubts and queries then and there itself. Career services, wherein we'll be helping you with resume review. You will have the job portal access of NSDC as well, so that you can hunt for the job roles. And after a successful completion of the program, after successful upskillment, you'll find yourself ideal to hunt for the job roles like GenAI engineer, multi-agent systems developer, and many more job roles, guys. So once again, this was just an overview. If you want to know more about it, you can simply go into the chat box. There is this form link. Click on the link, fill in your basic details, and get a chance to get in connect with our counselors one on one. As that will be a one-on-one conversation, so you'll be able to clear all the doubts and queries then and there as well. We'll be helping you to deep dive into it to know exactly how this can impact your goals that you have set for yourself. May it be growing into the same domain that you're working, may it be changing out of the domain. Whatever the requirements you have, we'll be helping you out to understand it in the best way possible to deep dive into it. And then after the whole discussion, if it seems like this is something that you are looking for, this is something a perfect fit for you, we'll be helping you to get enrolled in one of our upcoming batches as well, guys. So this was it from my end, guys. I'll just be waiting for another 1 to 2 minutes before winding up the session, so that the people who have not filled in the form yet can still do so, and then we'll be calling our masterclass for the day. Okay, so once again, thank you so much for your lovely participation into the masterclass, guys. We hope to see each and every one of you in our upcoming batches for the program itself. Till then, best of luck, guys. The masterclass is over now. Good night.